Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about a couple of warning signs of traits you want to avoid in a woman. And some of these may apply to men as well, but I'm a man. I'm a heterosexual man, so I have most experience with female red flags. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So a very relevant one today, this day and age, is a girl who is a certain type of feminist. So I don't want to say all feminists, but like the really radical ones, the ones that are kind of man-hating feminists, or the ones that kind of got a chip on their shoulder, like, you know, I don't dance for no man, I don't do this for no man, I don't do that for no man, and they like go too far with it, you know, to the point where it's like something that a spouse probably should do for their mate, but they're saying they won't do it just because, you know, because I don't do nothing for my man. So, you know, groups have a tendency to have radicals in them that take things too far, where they're actually becoming what they're fighting against. It's no secret, you know, it's no secret that that is very common in modern radical feminism. You know, kind of the hypocrisy but yeah, you definitely want to avoid any kind of woman that doesn't have respect for men like that. Like a woman that never compliments you. Like if you've complimented her a million times, but she's never once, you know, called you handsome, or she's never said, oh, I like that video you made, or I like that music you made. Nothing, like zero. You've complimented her a million times, almost out of some potential, you know, feminist thing, like, oh, I don't compliment no man. Who knows? I don't know. That's a red flag. So that indicates self-absorption or lack of respect for men. Oftentimes girls like this who refuse to compliment you have daddy issues, for lack of a better word. So they're bitter and resentful towards their father, basically, and they take it out on all men. You'll often find this with women with daddy issues also can be extremely cold towards men, like not really have any kind of feelings towards breaking hearts. They may even laugh about it when they're called a heartbreaker, kind of like chuckle, like, yeah, I guess I am. They just kind of like, from a young age, one of their coping mechanisms was to kind of just see men as not having feelings. So that's how they treat men. They treat men like they don't have feelings, so you don't have to watch out for their feelings. You don't have to be careful with their feelings because they don't have any anyway. They're not human beings with souls. They don't have souls, they don't have feelings, nothing. You shouldn't respect men, etc. There are a lot of young women being raised to believe stuff like that. Proudly, you know, proclaiming that men are horrible, and you know, it's funny how these things always turn the opposite direction. You know, it's like the original feminists didn't like man hating, but that seems to be like the new thing now. The new thing is actual man hating. It's reversing. It's like they don't want equality, they want revenge. Which I've been saying for years. They don't want equality. They want you to suffer. They want you to have what happened to them. That's not equality, that's revenge. But, you know, at least fess up to what it is. I mean, like, own it. That's what it is. It's revenge. It's not equality. It's unfair. You know, putting all men in a box, putting all white people in a box, putting all these people in a box, putting all those people in a box. You're just repeating the same patterns of history that you supposedly are fighting against, you moron, you idiot. How fucking stupid can you be? How do you not see how stupid that is? Or because you're, you know, maybe your gender studies professor told you it wasn't, or has some stupid logic as to why it's not actually, you know, sexist or racist anymore if it's against white people or men. You know, you should start calling the liberal arts teachers and the humanities teachers the logic-free zone. You know, instead of like, you know, criticism-free zone or whatever you guys have, safe spaces and stuff like that. It should be logic-free zone. That's what it should be called, because that's what it is. It's logic-free zone. INTPs are not allowed in these zones, and they quickly annoy the teachers. Sometimes we'll get banned from class. Anyway, guys, so I'm not going to tolerate it. But yeah, that's a couple very common red flags nowadays. You want to absolutely avoid a woman who talks like that about men. Absolutely. And women too. You want to absolutely avoid any man who talks a similar way about women. Absolutely, you want to avoid a man like that. That is a red flag. Just as it's a red flag with a guy who hates women, obviously. It's a serious red flag with a woman too. So yeah, guys, stay away from the man haters. I mean, yeah, man haters. Don't touch them with a 10-foot pole. This is an unprepared video, so I'm inevitably leaving out tons of other stuff that I'd probably want to include right when I turn the camera off. But, you know, there you go. That's how I roll. Thanks for watching.